publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper that you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page to join me on camera, to shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself and or your business. And let me put the comments on. William M. Andrews. He's saying, good afternoon, Bull City. Good afternoon, William. And he's also saying, my favorite phrase, it's a beautiful day in the Bull City, and it is indeed. I hope one of these days you can make a t-shirt that says that, because I like that a lot. I like that an awful lot. So let's get started. So let me move my keyboard. And then I'm on the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really, really great programs and services. I am adding every day something. And these services and programs are being offered by local nonprofits and also city, county, and state government. All right, let's see. So I'm trying to get the word out about Aging Forward of Durham. Even though they're on the other side of town, still what they're doing is really great. It's a new program. So Aging Forward is I believe it's a national nonprofit. And Aging Forward of Durham is a new local chapter. And right now they're serving the north side of town, north of, I think they said north of I-85. Not really exactly sure where that is, but I will find out. But anyway, so basically, they help seniors get to and from their medical appointments. Somebody happened to ask Duke, the medical center, what a big problem was that they wish they could solve, and they said the fact that many seniors are missing appointments, and they were unaware of that. So they formed this chapter of Aging Forward of Durham. So volunteer drivers, and they're checked out very carefully. The volunteer drivers um, pick up seniors. The senior, of course, calls and makes an appointment. They pick them up at their front door and walk them to the vehicle, take them to their medical appointment, wait, and then bring them back home and walk them back to the house to make sure that they get back home safely. So if you want to participate as a volunteer driver, let them know. Like I said, go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the Word page. It's the first, is it the first? Oh, one of the first things listed on the Word page. Now, if you're a senior and you're living north of I-85, then definitely give them a call. If you need some help in that area, then let them know. I hope that they eventually grow and grow and grow and eventually come over to the south side of town. So again, the people that they serve are seniors. And when I say seniors, sometimes it's 55, sometimes it's 70. In this case, it's 65 plus. All right. Okay, there are classes from the American Red Cross that you can take and learn how to save lives with first aid and CPR. AED, that's learning how to use a defibrillator in case someone had like a heart attack or something. So these classes are affordable. Some are in person, some are online, and some are a combination of the two. Okay. Oh, sign up for Backpacks for Kids on August 4th and 5th. That's a Monday and a Tuesday, just in a couple of weeks. Volunteers will be gathering at Yates Baptist Church on Chapel Hill Road, and they'll be putting together like packages, so to speak, making sure that low income kids who are getting backpacks and school supplies all get pretty much the same thing. So they need volunteers to go through everything and just package everything together. This is courtesy of Triangle Nonprofit and Volunteer Leadership Center. So you can click, see more opportunities, and you can also call Betty. I got the phone number right there. You can write to her too to volunteer. You can choose to volunteer the morning session 8:30 to 12:30, or the afternoon session, which is from noon until 4. Again, that's going to be on Monday, August 4th, and Tuesday, August 5th. All righty, let's see. Let me just scroll down some. Oh, there is a vacancy. The city of Durham has a vacancy on the Durham Historic Preservation Commission. So if you love history, you want to help out, definitely let them know by end of day tomorrow that you'd like to see if you can fill that vacancy. So you go to durhamskywriter.com, go to the word page, and then scroll down where you see the calendar, and it says City of Durham. Can't miss it. Now the libraries, with today being Tuesday, they're open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6, and then the libraries reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Okay, let's check the hmm. Yeah, let's go ahead and check Durham Tech. Oh, I found out what happened. Remember, I told you that Durham has, we had 3 community fridges, and now we're down to 2. So maybe Part and Parcel might reopen theirs. We'll see. But I did find out what happened. Somebody, I think, was threatening towards an employee, a Part and Parcel employee. And I guess to keep everybody safe, they just decided to just stop the operation of the community fridge. And it's too bad. I know sometimes people who are out on the street in need and whatnot, sometimes they're not all there, so to speak, and things can happen. So I feel really bad that that happened, and that kind of jeopardizes people in the community who could have used the food that's in the community fridge. But hopefully this won't happen again, and maybe down the line, maybe they can reopen or put out the refrigerator again so that people in that community can get free food who are in need. But we still have 2 left. So there's one at St. Joseph Episcopal Church, 1902 West Main Street on the Iredell Street side. And then the newest one is at a coffee shop called Omi's, 2300 North Roxborough Street. And I actually dropped off a bunch of food there a couple of days ago. It's really nice. They have a really nice cabinet and for non-perishable food and a really nice refrigerator. And I think they have a big frozen, if I'm not mistaken, I think they have a nice big, large-sized frozen unit as well. So it's on the corner of Roxborough and Club Boulevard. And like I said, it's available 24/7. People in need can stop by at any time. Also, you can check the website. I've got the link for you right there on the word page. You can see what's inside each refrigerator and also at least the updates. And then you can see if they need some tidying up. Because as a volunteer, you are more than welcome to take some bleach water and, tidy up just a little bit. All righty, let's see. Let's check Durham Tech Small Business Center, which is downtown. Wait a minute, scroll down to it. Oh, let me yes, almost time for the next session, English for speakers of other languages. So if you want to sign up as a volunteer, the Durham Literacy Center, they're located at 1905 Chapel Hill Road. So if you want to be a volunteer, now's the time to sign up because classes will start soon. They have adult literacy, they have English for speakers of other languages. They have a youth achievement program, which is cool. Aprendan Inglés for people who are Spanish speakers learning English. They have computer classes now. And also, they have a special class where a staff member goes to the Threshold Clubhouse and they help the residents there. So, if you want to help out, now, if you need help, definitely stop by. Actually, where was I? I was at Medul Terrace, and one of the ladies who came to my table said that she's taking a class at the Durham Literacy Center, and she's learning how to read again, as she put it. And yeah, so if you need the help, get it. Don't be ashamed because I think what was motivating her, I think she wanted to help her, I think grandchildren, if I'm not mistaken, because she was definitely older. So, and a lot of people just don't have the same opportunities as some folks. So it's nice that organizations like the Durham Literacy Center, that they exist so that people can go back and learn what children are usually learning when they go to school. I remember when my mom was, I don't remember, of course, I wasn't born yet, but my mom told me that when she was a little kid here in Durham, that they actually had an adult student, a farmer who wanted to learn how to read, but she never had the opportunity. She was always working on the farm. And after the kids were grown, then she actually went back to, she went to Lyon Park and she joined the kindergarten class. So they don't do it that way nowadays, obviously. So there's the Durham Literacy Center. So sign up if you want to learn how to read or if you want to help people learn how to read. All righty, let's see. Don't forget, sign up for the National Night Out. If your organization or community group is putting together a nice event for a National Night Out, which for us is Tuesday, October 7th. Of course, the Durham Police will be kicking it off. Oh, Roxanne is here. I don't know if she's back from DC or what, but she had a wonderful live stream yesterday. We'll talk about it in just a second. So let me rush through here. She's in the car, obviously. So let me hurry up. Okay. She's wearing her cool shades. So anyway, so go ahead and sign up if you're putting together a nice event for your National Night Out, which again is October 7th. Okay, let's check Durham Tech and then go on to the next page. Let's see. Today's Tuesday. Oh, here's one. Oh, here's a good one. From 3 until 4 this afternoon, a free class called Cyber Security 101 for small businesses. In other words, how to be safe online, how not to fall for scams and tricks. So if you want to learn what the latest trick is, definitely sign up for that class. And that's going to be today at 3. And it's totally free and it's live, so you can ask questions. Later today from 6 until 7:30, Advanced Academy course, Value of a Business Legacy, Help Your Business Live On. So I guess you want to continue your business after you retire or whatever. So you can get some tips on how to do that. That's going to be at 6 o'clock. Here's another class, Launch Your Airbnb Business, a Beginner's Master Class, and that's from 6 until 8 today. Okay, let me scroll down. Let me see if SCORE has anything going on. SCORE is the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They also have classes for budding entrepreneurs, and they also have mentors. Let's see. Let me scroll down to SCORE. Let's see. Okay, their next class is next Thursday, so I'll tell you about that next week. Okay, let's go to the To Your Health page. Very quickly. There are some research projects that you can participate in. Some have like rewards if you want to participate and help them, learn whatever it is they're trying to learn or study. And they are listed right there on the To Your Health page. There's about half a dozen of them, so you can sign up for however you want. Of course, you have to register and all that sort of thing. Let me continue. What I'm looking for right now are the blood drives. So you can literally save a life by donating blood. So let's see if the American Red Cross has something going on today. They do. They have a crew over there right now at the Mary Duke Biddle Trent Samans Center for Health at 8 Searle Center Drive, and they will be there until 3. Let me check Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Yes. The Blood Connection has a crew at Sprouts, 105 West Highway 54. They're already there and will be there until 1:30. So if that's too short a notice, they will later have a crew at Marquee on Ellis Crossing, 400 Advancements Avenue from 3:30 until 7. And going on right now, in fact, is the HELP program, Health Equipment Loan Program, 4206 North Roxborough Street. So they accept donations of canes, walkers, wheelchairs, knee scooters, tub transfer benches, things like that. Then they'll disinfect it, and then they turn around and loan them out for 30 I'm sorry, for 90 days at a time, 3 months at a time. So you can borrow these items. It's really great for people who are maybe like they're elderly, just got out of the hospital. Maybe they have an injury and they know they're going to, be better in a couple of months. So it's really great because if you can't afford any of these items, and as you might know already, wheelchairs literally cost hundreds of dollars. So, and they have some really cool items. One of the ladies at the Durham Center for Senior Life was sporting a really slick red sports model looking walker. And I thought it just looked really cool. I said, "Where'd you get that?" And she said, "Oh, it's not really mine. I borrowed it from the help program." So they've got some slick items. You might want to check it out. So, anyway, they're only open 2 days a week, by the way. Tuesdays 10 to 2, so they're open today until 2. And then Fridays 1 to 5. All right, let me go to the top of the page and click on the health events button. I see, are there any special events going on today, with it being the 22nd? Let me scroll down. 22nd. 22nd. Oh, okay. The Young Adult Cancer Meetup, that's going to be today from 6:30 until 7:30, where young adults ages 18 to 39 who have cancer, they can, get together virtually, talk about stuff. They can get questions answered. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Amazon, yes. Big shout out to Amazon. And usually I dash to the refrigerator and grab a bottle of water for them, but I couldn't this time. Sorry about that. Okay, so the Young Adult Cancer Meetup for young adults ages 18 to 39 with cancer, so they can hang out, so to speak, get some questions answered, and get some resources. That's going to be from 6:30 until 7:30. Also, the Younger Onset Support Group. Oh, that's put together by Duke, by the way. Duke Younger Onset Support Group. That's for early onset Alzheimer's. It's Alzheimer's, but it's not. It's a different type of Alzheimer's. Same. You have the same problems, but it's how can I put it? It's not necessarily older people. It's vascular. I can't remember what that means, but I know it can hit people as young as 40. But anyway, if someone you know in your family has younger onset support Alzheimer's, then the support group meets tonight virtually from 7 until 8:30, because you're going to need some resources and some information. Let's see. Now tomorrow morning at 10:30 at Greystone Church, the Duke Dementia Morning Care Partner Support Group. That's a long name, but basically, if you're helping to care for someone with dementia or Alzheimer's, and if you can get away for a few minutes and go to Greystone Church, 2601 Hillsborough Road, you can attend the support group meeting, get some resources, and get some great information. Emerald Doula's new parent hangout is tomorrow, 10:30 until noon, and this is where people get together who are trying to start new families, and people who are maybe they're new parents already or they're about to become a new parent. This is totally non-judgmental. All types of families are welcome. So have your mask at the ready just in case somebody's pregnant and wants to play it safe. So it's a free event and you don't even have to register. The location is 5317 Highgate Drive. Okay, let's go to the Durham Center for Senior Life real quick on the Senior Scope page. Oh, Barb is here too. Okay, Barb. Right after I do the weather, I'll bring both of you on. Okay, let's very quickly see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. 406 Rigsby Avenue, free parking, free membership, free events. They have a theater, they've got workout rooms, they've got a computer lab. What more could you possibly want? They have a garden, they have their own parking lot. I wish it were bigger, but anyway, let me continue. It's Tuesday this afternoon. Afternoon bingo at 1 o'clock. Quilt making at 1. Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Kings in a Corner at 2:30. That's some kind of card game. DCSL band practice. Yes, they even have a band. That's at 3. Fitness Center and Tech Lab, they're both open for drop-ins from 5 until 7:30. So if you're still working, regular 9 to 5 job, you can stop off at the Senior Center, park, run in, work off some steam or whatever. So when you get home, you can be nicely relaxed. That should be beautiful. So that's from 5 until 7:30. Cardio and more, 5:30. And then evening line dancing with Lafayette at 6:15. Now tomorrow morning, muscle pump at 8:40, French 1 class at 9, total body workout at 10, quick drawing class at 10, ping pong at 10, Hispanic Heritage Group as activities in Spanish from 10 until 2, and then Spanish class level 2 at 1, and bingo size at 1. Now let's look for the special events for seniors at the Durham Center for Senior Life. There's a little kid. I don't know, what do you call those? It's not a motorcycle, but it has four wheels, like a little tiny car, like a golf cart kind of thing. There's a little kid who just got one today, and I'm so worried about him going up and down this in the street. Anyway, today's the 22nd. He's coming back. Is it legal for little tiny children to? Anyway, I just hope he's safe. I just hope he's safe, and that he's. Anyway, it bothers me a lot because I actually lost a young neighbor back home in an accident. Anyway, let me continue with today being the 22nd. No special events today? Okay, there was something this morning. Oh, volunteer notary public tomorrow at 9:30. So if you need something notarized, definitely stop by the senior center. You can call first and set an appointment if you want to do that. It's between 9:30 and 11. They'll be celebrating birthdays. If you have a July birthday, you can celebrate tomorrow at 12:30. That should be fun. And now let me mention, at least mention the Little River Senior Center for those who live in northern Durham County. The Little River Senior Center is kind of like an offshoot of Durham Center for Senior Life. They have daily activities during the weekday from 8:30 to around 1:30 or 2-ish. And let's see, the address, 8305 North Roxborough Road in Bahama. Okay, now let's go to the Let's Go page, the last page that we will be visiting. Then we'll do the weather, and then we'll bring on Roxanne and Barb. Okay. Ooh, the computer is a little slow. Let me click on Let's Go. There we go. Let's go. So here's what's happening today. Ooh, my page is refreshing by itself. Okay. Is this the latest version? Yes, it is. Okay. So, happening today, New Visions of Africa restaurant giving away groceries today. It is Tuesday. So, have a rollaway cart because they give away a lot of food. This is at 1306 Fayetteville Street. Now, you can't turn right off of Fayetteville anymore to go to the WD Hill parking lot. I don't even know if you could go around by going to Umstead because I think they have that blocked off too. So I think the best you can do if you're driving, you have to park up close. See if you can approach from the north. Go down Fayetteville Street from the north. And even though the two parking spaces that used to be marked on the street, they're no longer marked, you can still park there right in front of the old store, which is right next door to New Visions, and see if you could park right there. There should be about 3 parking spaces right there. And if you can, try to get one tire on the street so that you're out of traffic. Okay. New Visions will be back from 3 until 6 giving away meals. So it's going to be same place, 1306 Fayetteville Street. And it is affordable. Family fun night at Durham Parks and Recreation's Wheels Durham, the skating rink, the indoor skating rink. So they have cut everything in half. So admission for skaters is $7.50, which is nice. Not everything's cut in half. The admission is cut in half. I think the rental prices are about the same. So you can rent for $6, $7 for rollerblades. So that should be really, really fun. Non-skaters age 18 plus pay $4. So this is affordable family fun night. So take the kids and have fun roller skating. And I'm assuming it's air conditioned because Durham Parks and Recreation totally redid the skating rink. So yeah, that should be a nice way to stay cool and have fun at the same time while moving around. Now, the Glass Jog Run Club, they meet at 6 o'clock at the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road. So you can either join the 2 mile walk or the 5K jog and run. It's up to you. It's hot out. You make the decision. And now you start at Parkwood and then you end at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, 5410 Highway 55. And if you don't drink, no worries. You can just return to the ballpark and then go home or whatever. Strollers and dogs are welcome, and you can walk or run at your own pace during this free event, starting at 6. So it's like from 6 until 9. The Black and Brown Ballet class is being held at the Hayti Heritage Center on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood, starting at 6:30. From 6:30 until 8. There's a $10 class fee. So you have to be at least age 12 and a beginning or intermediate ballet dancer. So you can further your ballet technique by taking this class. That should be fun. Missy Lane's Assembly Room at 310 East Main Street. They're hosting Barrel House Blues, a juke joint review featuring Constance Price. That is today from 7 until 10. It's a no ticket event, so I don't know if that means free. I have no idea. But anyway, it's from 7 until 10. So if you want to hang out and have a nice juke joint type experience, tonight's the night, starting at 7. Now, tomorrow, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division's rabies vaccination clinics will be held between 9:30 and 11 and between 2 and 3:30. Call, make your appointment, bring in your pet, and also $10 exact change. Durham Parks and Recreation's Fun Caravan this week. They're going to be at Merrick Moore Park, 632 North Hoover Road. That's practically right across the street from Wheels Durham. Not practically, but exactly across the street from Wheels Durham. That's going to be tomorrow from 9:30 until 11, where kids up to age 12, they're invited to have lots of fun. The Fun Caravan is really colorful. It's nice. They've got games, arts and crafts, lots of fun. They're bringing the fun to you. And today's theme will be Nature Explorers. It's totally free. You don't even have to register. So just don't dump the kids. You have to kind of like be in the area. So, yeah. So that means that kids can't just run over there. So you have to, accompany the children. Now, if you're in need, Catholic Charities, they run the Durham Community Food Pantry, 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center. Talk to a social worker, get a week's worth of groceries. You can go once a month. They have people there who speak Spanish, and I know there's a lady there who speaks French. Let them know if you can't have dairy or if you can't have pork, and they'll make substitutions. So they do this tomorrow from 10 until 1 in the Lakewood Shopping Center, and then later tomorrow from 5 until 7. Also, I thought this is the most updated. Let me refresh the page because I just made sure that Bell Yeager's listing is also included. I refreshed the page. Let me go back to 23 and make sure. uh, There it is. Bell Yeager, Free Will Baptist Church, 128 East Cornwallis Road. They're going to have their grocery giveaway tomorrow from 10 until noon. The need is still there, and they start lining up way before 10. So if that's the grocery giveaway that you want to attend tomorrow, definitely go before 10. Some people are there an hour or two in advance. I'm just saying, because when I get there, when I'm giving away flyers for senior pharmacists, the whole parking lot is already full at 10 o'clock. So just note, and again, it's 128 East Cornwallis Road. I think that's it. We're going to check the weather now. And my poor guests have been waiting. I really appreciate them waiting, both Barb and Roxanne. But let's do the weather real quick. Okay, we're going to do the weather. It is 85 degrees already, but it's only going up to 87. Only going up to 87. It's not even going to hit 90 today. Roxanne's laughing. So, and it was hot out there on the streets of Washington, D.C., I'm sure. But anyway, today it's 85, going up to 87. Now, it says that it's partly, well, it's sunny on Cap Street, but it says partly sunny, partly cloudy. Let's see. So it looks like starting mid afternoon around 3 ish, it's going to be cloudy. And then the sun will start playing peekaboo as it likes to do. But it looks like we no longer have a chance of rain today. So that's interesting. And it looks like tomorrow, totally sunny with a high of 88. Nice. Looks like we're not going to get rain again until Saturday, and that's fine. That is fine. Okay, let me put my phone over here and let's bring on our guest. Now, let me see, let me do this. Okay, wait. Wait, how do, okay, wait. Okay, I remember now. Okay, here we go. Uh, yes, here we go. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. It didn't. It didn't work. What the heck? Okay, wait. Oh, I made a mistake. Okay, wait. Let me try it again. Okay, wait. Remove. Okay, wait. Remove from. Okay, something did not work. Okay, wait. Okay, here we go. Yes, I did it right. Hello, Barb. Hello, Roxanne. How are you?
Howdy.
Howdy indeed.
Oh, Roxanne doesn't have. Oh, she's muted herself. Can you unmute her?
Oh, let's see. Can I unmute Roxanne? Let's see. Unmute request
Hey,
must be sent
there
to.
we go.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Roxanne, you were on the streets of Washington, D.C. yesterday. What's going on?
Oh yeah, and I'm on them now too. So I'm going up and down,
Oh,
stop
you're
and go.
still there.
Man, it's
Okay.
Washington D.C. is so busy.
Oh, oh,
But the police were out blocking the roads for us to march. Because gosh, I didn't
nice.
know we were going to march that far. It got
Yeah,
so hot that they
when I
had
saw the
people.
state capitol in the background, I was like, are they walking that far?
Yes, and well, I was walking to it. I was switching, back and forth to me
Hmm.
and then ahead.
Okay.
And yes, we walked even further, but it was nice. I mean, it was hot, but we'd had a breeze, and then we had people lined on the road spraying us,
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
spraying water, mist when we were
that's
walking. So
nice. Well, tell us why
that
you
was
were
nice.
out there.
I went because it was the 35th anniversary of the American Disabilities Act.
Nice.
Yes. So the pictures I showed people that were disabled many different ways and able to work.
Right. I
Yeah.
have worked with so many people who had, at least three people who had multiple sclerosis.
Hmm.
Yeah, and let's see. Of course, I've worked with people who are in wheelchairs. Um, trying to think. Well, this is all kinds of
Cerebral palsy.
right. My first boss had cerebral palsy when I was in college. My first boss,
Yeah.
he had a special vehicle. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, he was driving around and doing all the things. So what's
And
new?
everybody was so nice. So
Oh, okay.
in my North Carolina area.
I hope you got a chance to get something good to eat. Did you get to stop by Union Station and get something to eat, or what?
No, we didn't. We got back to the room and laid down, and because Charity's driving me,
Hmm.
and
Nice.
so we we rested for a long time afterwards because we got so hot
I can
and
understand.
tired. But I forgot where we went. I just it was a little. Huh? Oh, we did go to the Shake Shack.
You did. That's what I was suggesting
Yeah,
in the comments. Yes,
that's what we did. Yeah,
that's where I
Charity must have read that.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Wonderful. They have some good eating. They have some good eating.
Had some
So,
good fries.
so as far as the Americans with Disabilities Act, it's not in danger. Is I mean, were you marching because of danger?
We want to make sure they don't change anything because you never
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah, they had some stuff on the floor of Congress about the getting disability and how hard you'd have to fight for it, how
Okay.
long it would take, and it already takes too long because it took me 3 years to be able to get on disability, which is unfortunate. I am. I would love to just go back to ultrasound, but
I didn't know it would take that long.
can't drive. Huh?
I didn't know it would take that long.
It did.
Oh,
Yeah, 3 years.
gee whiz. So,
All
Barb,
this paperwork.
let's see what's happening with Barb out her way in the
I'm
desert.
fine. I just wanted to. I saw that Roxanne was coming in, and I thought, well, I'll just stop by and say hi to both of you.
Oh, no.
Hey,
So
Indeed.
just catching up. So I one of the things though, when I was thinking of Roxanne back there, is this heat dome that has been in the news. It's occurring this summer here in the United States, and as you know, with the ballooning community, we've
Mhm.
had so many of our events have had more days when they can't fly than when they can because of
Oh,
the
we
high
did.
temperatures and then the wind and obviously the rain, the floods and so
oh,
forth.
yeah.
And it
Yeah.
particularly impacts your neck of the woods, Patricia. So I was like,
Yeah, it's definitely hot. But Barb, I can understand high winds affecting ballooning, but high temperatures affect ballooning too?
if there's, well, it's all, yeah,
Hmm,
yes.
okay.
You've got humidity and dryness both coming into play. So,
Oh,
it's all, it's never what they're not, one is not exclusive of the other, so it's quite, weather is like a big deal in
oh, okay.
Wow.
ballooning.
Now
But
you think wind
also,
about the heat. Yeah.
yeah, and if you're having a ballooning event,
Hmm.
even if it doesn't impact your balloon so much, it impacts your audience a great deal.
Oh, yeah.
And so it all has to work together. Weather is
It's a
the
big,
a big deal, and it just kind of in in the ballooning community, everybody's talking about it is how many days they've had to cancel or fly what they call at pilot's discretion, and usually when, I mean, a pilot flies at their own discretion. I mean, they're obviously highly skilled and experienced,
mhm.
but it's uh, uh, 9 times out of 10, it's always very short compared to what they normally would have done. And it's, in meeting a commitment for a sponsor of their balloon, it's just that
Mhm.
they were in the air so long or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's weather is probably the diciest issue. More of our balloons are taken down by weather than anything else.
Wow. And I
So,
suppose if somebody sees a lightning strike in the distance, I
uh,
guess that's a warning for everybody to immediately go.
absolutely.
Yeah, imagine. I have a dumb question, Bart. Well, I don't know if it's dumb. Where do people who own balloons, where do they keep them? Because I can imagine the basket must be really big. You can't put it in your car.
Well, but the best, a lot of them have, like 4-car garages and have them in a garage right on their property.
Okay.
A lot of them, build what they call ports, balloon ports, that they
Oh,
have on their property. But they really don't take up that much room. I mean, the storage, lot you'll hear in people who are discovering balloons in those 10 by 10, 10 by 10 storage units,
Oh,
the
storage
quick
unit.
storage
Yeah,
units, because
yeah.
they've had them in there over years. And so storing them isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it's if you're in a two-car garage and you only have one vehicle,
Hmm.
you have you have one side's your balloon and the other side's your truck.
So
But
you would need at least a pickup truck to get it.
oh, there are people that four-wheel drive. I've seen is even like a four-wheel drive Subaru years ago. That was
Okay.
it all depends on how your vehicle is built. Um, Typically you want something that's going to be an all-wheel or four-wheel drive, just because you never know what kind of property you're going to have to go on to retrieve the balloon.
Right, because we'll be driving on the
Yeah.
streets and stuff. That makes sense.
And you never know if you might need to tow, like maybe the basket is in a ditch. Maybe you've got, everybody's all muddy and so forth. The
Oh
fastest
my
way to be to tow
goodness.
the basket out. So you
Wow.
never know. That's
And,
part of the adventure.
I guess it carries some kind of fuel because I see this
Oh
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah.
fuel
That's
thing keeping the balloon aloft.
right. That's the propane tanks. Yeah.
Propane. Okay, so I guess
Hmm.
that could bring those too. It sounds like it could be an expensive hobby, but I
It is. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
okay,
And
okay,
people are like a balloon. You can get a used balloon as low as $5,000, or standard balloon, or an RC balloon that's new, and that's not one that you fly, and it's a model balloon, and those are 5,000. So
yeah,
and up. But I would say you would want to have at least $20,000 to start with.
Wow.
that's it.
And getting yourself into the sport. But
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that it hasn't been achieved for far less.
I can imagine because people are
Um, it
clever.
well,
Yeah.
it depends on it depends on the person involved, because actually there are some locations where they actually um, some of the pilots have taken on the youth and training them, and then searching out balloons for them,
Okay,
and making sure, I mean, if those pilots meet certain criteria, then they'd be eligible for the balloon too.
nice.
So,
And maybe it's like the car industry where maybe if you go to the factory, it's cheaper.
well, it's geez, so much of it is factory direct anyway. There are dealers on the very largest ones. There's few dealers, and then others are direct to customer. That's not pretty much, it's labor intensive project in building a balloon. There are people who have actually built their own standard size as well as the RC balloons.
I would love to see one being made.
There's they are I thought I shared those a long time ago in that balloon talk group, Patricia, because
Hmm.
her name is Karen Wells. She actually, during the COVID years, she actually did her Facebook lives were on building a balloon.
I
And
wrote her name down. I'm gonna see if I can find her. That sounds like fun.
yeah, she's in the balloon talk group, so you can message me on Facebook. But
Okay.
that stuff is, it's definitely possible.
Hmm.
I It's one of my big regrets that I never, because you sew the envelope, it's fabric, and you have to sew it
Hmm.
together.
Hmm.
So I never, I grew up in a family where my uh, grandmother was a tailor, and my great grandmother was a tailor, that kind of thing,
Cool.
and then going into sewing and that kind of stuff. So it was always a big thing with me. I could have done something with it, but I didn't,
Hmm. Hmm.
personally, because the bottom line is, I was just talking about it with my husband this morning.
Whoops.
It, whoops, we lost
Uh-oh.
Roxanne.
Hopefully she can come back. I mean, she's in a car,
Yeah.
so yeah. They might have lost the signal.
But the bottom line is if you don't know anything about marketing, even if you're just using it for your own personal family sport,
Mm-hmm.
it makes it tough to support it financially. You've got to have some kind of program.
Mm-hmm.
Just like anything else, and we tell about content creators, you got to have a content plan. And so many get in and they don't have that kind of a background, and they will have the personality type that they're able to attract people who are gifted in marketing, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's a winning combination.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be wild if people ballooned to work? That would
Some
be
do.
like
Some
commute.
do.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
that would
is.
be so cool.
Especially in the central New Mexico area. Yeah.
Okay, because I mean, once you have everything, why not?
Yeah.
Once you've made the investment, because you're not paying for bus fare or train fare, whatever, or parking. That would be really actually very hip to arrive at work or take your kids to school in a balloon. That would be the hippest thing. Actually, I would love to see that. That's for sure. And I don't. I need to visit your the balloon talk more often because one of these days, my car is very old. I don't know how far I can go in it nowadays. But one of these days, I do want to attend a balloon event in North Carolina. One of these days, I would really look forward to that because if they have it in, I went to a special event in Lewisburg or near Lewisburg, North Carolina. It wasn't a balloon event, but it was an event where police officers were jumping out of an airplane. It just seems that that would be the right place for ballooning. So Barb, if you hear about anything happening in Lewisburg, North Carolina, let me know because maybe I can go.
Yeah. I don't, it's because I'm connected to people from all over the world, and there's events going on every week.
Hmm.
It's really
That's
hard to focus on any one event.
sure. I can just
For
take it
nearly,
upon myself to check. Yeah, I can do that.
it, definitely, this is the big time of year.
Hmm.
So it's been pretty busy. So, in not to change the subject, but to change the subject, Patricia, I know we're both boomers, and we look at life, how we've been through life, and so forth. I want to know something. I've just had such a tough time over this past week and all this BS that's been going on online. And when I say BS, it's just that it's flooding our news feeds because it became viral over something stupid and continuing on. But as a woman, I'm having a real tough time in that I still feel, and I know, for different reasons, we as women, but I still have the feeling that it's not equal between us and the guys. I just, I
Right.
still feel that we are the underdogs.
In terms of
And
representation, uh,
yeah, I can't believe that it's just running rampant, I think. And the girls don't even seem to care. Like,
what do you mean? I mean, as far as not seeing as many women live streaming or on the social media, or
no, when I'm seeing them active, like I'm seeing more women active in government now than I've ever seen before.
sure,
That's something that's not happened.
okay,
But I see more people that if men and women like a balloon pilot woman, okay, versus a male balloon pilot. Okay, no matter what, you have to have the same skill. It's
Oh,
not
sure. Oh,
different
you
for
balloon skill.
men
Oh, okay.
than it is for women. But there are far less female balloon pilots than there are men, far less. And
Well,
I feel that the intimidation is there because they don't feel as welcome in the sport in certain areas in the world, and particularly in the Far East and so forth, that it's really tough for them, you know.
I
But
wonder if this sounds sexist. I hope it doesn't. But something tells me if a woman has extra money, she's going to spend it on the family more likely to do that than a man. A man would be more likely to buy a hot rod or something, if he had extra money. And
That
it,
could be it.
and it seems that a woman with extra money would spend it on her
do stuff
kids.
for her family. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I. Now, someone like me, I don't have children, but still, if somebody gave me $5,000, I would be on the phone with my niece asking what the boys need. And it just seems
Hmm.
so natural for me, even though I don't have children, to think of family first before anything. And I just think we
That
might
might
be,
be it.
yeah. Do you agree with that, Roxanne?
Probably. I think probably. And plus, on this side, on the east, I don't think there are as many as there are on the west, though. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have thought about it. But if we see more,
Whoops.
Oops.
We missed her audio. She must be have
Yeah, she's
taken out again.
driving. Yeah, I mean, she's not driving. I mean, she's a passenger in a car.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, you. Ooh,
oh, I was froze.
there you go.
um, but I'm saying I don't think we have as many of those out here on this side to even think about it. I wouldn't have thought about it unless I see more
Oh yeah, it's hard to
up in
want to
the
do
air or
something if you
something.
never see it.
Yeah,
Because
I wouldn't have thought about
I've
it
only
because
seen.
there's not that many that I know of that
Yeah,
go
and I
on.
only saw a balloon once. I was visiting in Virginia, and I was visiting my one of my old college professors and his wife, and we heard this strange sound overhead. We looked out the window. It was a hot air balloon. We jumped in the car and chased it. Well, not chased it, followed it. And it was a very exciting adventure. We got to meet people but that was my only time seeing a hot air balloon. I've never seen one in North Carolina. So it's kind of hard
Uh-uh.
to want to do something if you
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is we don't see them out here.
Yeah, because that's another thing.
Maybe.
A lot of times when you're in a hobby, you're in it with other people. So even if I were into hot air ballooning, I can't imagine. I don't think anybody that I know in Chicago or North Carolina that has seen a hot air balloon, probably.
Wow.
So it's cultural.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's probably why.
yeah. And I think that's why certain people buy certain things because, like a lot of guys, they watch YouTube videos that tell them if they're going to spend money on a race car, it's got to be something called a Bugatti. Whatever. So it's kind of like, so if you're whoever you're hanging with, be it virtual or in person, you're going to want what the other people want.
Yeah.
You're exposed
I
to the
think
same
you
things.
you
Mm,
probably hit on it just by the fact that we as females are more the nurturers. We're the ones that are thinking about taking care of others.
Yeah,
just it just inherent.
yeah,
and it must be built in if
Yeah.
those of us who are not moms still have the inclination to take care of the little
family. Yeah.
ones. You know,
Yeah. I think it's more of a female trait. Yeah,
yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
And some women, I was told, encourage their men to get into hobbies that are very involving, like expensive cars and maybe balloons and whatnot, because they'll know pretty much where their men are when they're not at home. So to speak. That's what I was.
Well,
Bird told me that.
that's just
That's
a
a good
lot.
one.
Yeah.
So just saying. So,
Well, can I just give you some good news
sure.
too? The Sam's Law passed. Seizure first aid
For North
passed for the
Carolina,
schools.
how
Hmm.
did you do it? Because they said no before.
I don't know. Finally passed.
But tell us. I mean, I know what it is. But yeah, tell us what it is. Uh,
Is where so many, I don't know if it's every teacher, but at least some teachers need to be there on the premises. If a kid has a seizure, they'll need to know what to do.
mhm,
And it's like first aid, like well,
mhm.
it's called seizure first aid, but you can go online and get the certificate by passing a test after you watch the,
Good.
2 hour video of what to do. So
I,
finally,
I remember doing the write up. So I'm going to do another write up and update. And what I'm going to do, if you don't have time, I'm going to see if I can find this on my own. Where to get the seat first. What did you call a first aid seizure training? Is that,
seizure first aid
oh,
or
seizure.
Sam's Law.
Okay, seizure first aid training and get that certificate. Because I would think having a certificate would be really important for babysitters, teachers, um,
Yeah.
parks and recreation employees, especially if they never thought about
Hmm.
it before.
But you had mentioned bus drivers before.
Bus drivers, yes, definitely.
I
Actually,
remember you saying that because think about it, because the kids are on the bus with them, they need to know too. But yeah,
exactly. Let me write that down. Oh, this is wonderful news because it was so disappointing when they said, "No, how would you say no to having
right.
key people get training in seizure first aid?"
I know, and it 100% passed in the House of Representatives, but it's like 7 people in the Senate that didn't, or something like that. I mean, they just wanted to rewording it somehow, you
Okay.
know.
I suppose
But
sooner or later, then you'll start to see probably literature posters and stuff.
yeah,
Hopefully, because
yeah,
I remember when
because
Heimlich removed Heimlich, what was it called? The
maneuver.
Heimlich maneuver, right? I remember. I don't see it anymore, but I used to see posters in the bathroom for Heimlich maneuver. I used to see posters in different places, and including the bathrooms. So maybe we'll start seeing seizure first aid posters,
Mhm.
which I think is really
Hopefully,
great.
yep.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. You had a big part to play in that.
That's
Well,
great.
I am very happy. Yeah,
Wonderful.
and mark something off my bucket list. Being in DC
How about that?
and walking.
Nice.
Yep.
I think all 50 states and Puerto Rico need to have that for sure.
Good. Yeah.
I'm going to have to go, Patricia. So it
Oh,
was great
okay,
to catch
Russ.
up with you gals, and I'll see you back again soon. I've got training coming up, so you
Oh,
take.
okay. Well, thank
Alrighty.
you, Barb, for dropping by.
Right.
Uh huh.
See you soon.
All
Barbara.
righty. Well, I just had to give you that good news, and thank you for joining yesterday and
Sure,
letting
that
me
was
talk to
really
you
fun.
because we'd start and then stop and start and stop. So
So you're in DC today. Does that mean you're marching again today or doing something else?
no, we are on our way home, and the traffic sucks,
Oh,
but yeah,
okay.
but
How
we're on
hot
the
did,
way back home.
how hot did it get in because you were out there in the heat?
Yes, it was because of the index. It was only like 83, but it felt like 90.
I got you. Let me show you
Yeah.
something real quick. I just got it, so I haven't used it yet. You need to get one of these. You stick it on the back of. Do you have a iPhone or Android?
I'm an Android.
Okay, now you know iPhones have that. Where's my phone? Oh, you know they have that. I have a case on it, so you can't really see, but there is a like a magnet thing. You know how the iPhones have that magnetic
Oh,
thing?
oh.
So with the Androids, you can actually purchase. Um, you can stick it on your phone, and it's a strong magnet, so you can put accessories on it. The reason why I'm mentioning is I bought this for hot weather. You stick this
Oh,
on the back of your phone,
cool.
and then you raise the. Is that
Yeah,
adorable?
my phone did get hot.
See, so you can protect
Yeah,
your little. Isn't that adorable? We can. So
that is cute.
they have them on Amazon. They don't cost that much, and then they have a little ring so you can put your finger. You know, so you can hold the phone like like
Oh,
that.
cool.
Yeah,
That is
but,
cool.
but like I said, it's
But I,
magnetic. See, it's magnetic, so you'll have to see.
yeah, I mean, after getting that app and being able to send it straight to YouTube for y'all to join, I mean, that was
Yeah, that
great.
that prism app that you used was great. So
Yeah.
next time you're out in the weather, um, get a stick-on magnet for your phone, and then get one of these.
Okay.
And
That's
that
cool.
the prism app that you use to live stream that's free, right?
Yeah, you can get it where you only want to send it to one place for free, which is fine with me.
Yeah. I
Just to go to YouTube. So
I thought they had don't doesn't YouTube already have YouTube Live though?
it didn't work. I couldn't get it set up to
Yeah.
go. Yeah, I know it was weird. Because I
Okay.
used YouTube Studio
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
set it, put down that I was going to do it online and portable or from my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and it wouldn't. I downloaded YouTube Studio, and then I don't know what happened, but the
That's
Prism
weird.
worked.
That's really weird. But at least you use Prism. And how did you hear about Prism? Because I first heard about it because there's this guy in New York City. He walks around and he uses Prism.
I just looked online. I typed in how to do it portable to send to YouTube from your phone,
Okay.
and they sent me to a person online on YouTube that showed
Mhm.
you what to get, and
Nice.
so
Okay.
I looked for it and had it on my phone, so I downloaded it and it worked.
Well, I'm glad you're able to do that because it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Being able to live stream, that is so important
Hmm.
if you're a live streamer.
Yeah.
So you used that when you were in Virginia too
Yeah.
with the artist. Okay. Okay.
No, no. See, that's what messed up. That's why I wanted to look for one, because every time we would charity tape,
Hmm.
when he was explaining his life and how he got blind and how he can paint. And then she would, stop it for a little bit so people, he would repeat, or people would ask questions, or he would repeat him some
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
She would pause it and then go back to taping, recording, and
Gotcha.
then paused it while I got ready to paint.
Okay. Okay.
So when I had tried putting it on YouTube, and they were all these separate things you choose. If you don't want to watch one of them, you don't have to, or you can just hit play all. You can watch them out of
Oh,
order.
clever.
It was weird.
Because I did notice you uploaded a bunch of different. Um,
That's why it wouldn't show them all as one, and I thought it would. Either that or I didn't know what I was doing, which probably I didn't know what I was doing. But
do you think you could use YouTube Studio to stitch them all together?
that's what I tried. I downloaded YouTube Studio
Hmm.
because I didn't have it,
What about
but I
Canva?
must.
What about Canva?
Uh,
Because you can upload
yeah,
individual, and then you just drag them to the next. You know,
I did. I tried that too.
it didn't
I
work
don't
with
know.
Canva.
Yeah, I work. Oh yeah, I love Canva.
It would do it on Canva.
No, it would. I couldn't get it. to work on Canva either.
Hmm.
I, don't- I
So,
might I'll try it again because it definitely needs to be in order.
yeah.
When he was talking,
Hmm. I'm sure you'll
I
figure
mean,
it
y'all
out.
don't have to watch me paint.
Oh, no, that's the fun part. Is watching the people try. Sure. So how much
Um,
longer? So you just left DC a little while ago, or
yeah, we're finally out
so?
of the city, or
So,
you said, thank God.
so 3.5 hours?
No, 5.
Five, ooh, because in DC
Yeah,
they
we've
have
got.
don't they have that fast lane or something in DC where you can go real?
Yeah, but it charges. They take a picture of your license and they send you a fee.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I found that out with my oldest when I helped her move up to Virginia when her hubby was in the army.
Hmm.
And so found out about that and Charity says, I'm not paying that.
Oh, okay.
She
Wow.
doesn't mind going through the slow ones. But yeah, we got 4 hours now. We're moving a whole lot faster than we did yesterday, that's for sure.
Wow. Well, take your
Or
time
the day before
and
yesterday.
stay hydrated
Yeah.
for sure. Because even
hmm
when it's not super hot, you can still get dehydrated.
Yeah, you can.
So
So yeah, they were giving out waters and then walking around and spraying you and cool you off, and
that's wonderful.
yeah, it was great.
That's
And I
wonderful.
really enjoyed meeting other people
Hmm.
that with different disabilities because people got to see that it wasn't just nobody representing epilepsy though from North
You,
Carolina.
except you. What about autism? Is somebody there from autism?
No, no, I guess because they have their own walk. But
Oh, but still, they
I
should
mean,
always. You should always,
yeah,
whenever you can, include yourself with everybody else,
hmm
so you're not overlooked. You know.
right, right.
So I'm glad you were there with epilepsy. So, isn't there a group called Disability Rights NC? I wonder.
Think of yes, yes, yes. That is one of the ladies who I talked to
I
in
feel
Raleigh.
like
So the one of them's in Raleigh. One
she
one lady
she's in the
when they
wheelchair.
introduced themselves. Yeah,
Yeah,
when when they introduced themselves.
I
Yeah.
think I recognized her. I think I've seen her.
Okay.
I think I
You're,
can't.
and from Raleigh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, you had quite the adventure. First Virginia, now Washington D.C.
yeah.
So it's
So
nice seeing you be, and it's nice seeing you not only be involved but also winning, because this Sam's
yes,
Law is a very big deal. And
it is.
actually,
Yes.
I'm gonna see what they're doing here in Durham with Sam's Law. And
Yeah. Maybe they having to get everything in order so teachers will learn it by this fall. I guess,
so
which is
it
next
passed.
month.
So when did it pass?
I believe it was June. It was last month,
Oh, okay. So they
the
probably
beginning of
passed.
last month. So it's that new.
Okay, so school was probably already out, so they'll
Yeah,
probably get something together this fall.
yeah, they'll have to get it together. I mean, it passed to be the school year of 25-26. So they're really going to have to start working on getting the teachers to read up on it.
Now, here's the
And
thing. I did make the query at the American Red Cross and didn't really get an answer. But my thing is, now that it's law,
hmm
and I'm not trying to accuse anybody of anything, but you need money to operate, and I would think now that it's law, now I can
yeah,
imagine the American Red Cross having a class that you can take and pay for, and get the
there you
certification.
go.
So
That'd be good.
if I bring it up again, I'll bet the answer will be yes.
Great. That would be great. Yes.
Now that it's law, because
Getting,
they'll want to be the first to offer the class, I'm sure, because
yeah.
you have to pay.
Oh, well, no, we can do them online, but it's better to do it in person, I think. But
That's what I mean.
you can,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm going to give them a call. I'm
That
going to
way
give
they know how to respond just like that. instead of stopping and thinking or just staring, you
Exactly.
know,
Okay.
just staring at you. So,
Wonderful.
all
Wonderful.
righty.
Okay,
Well, again, I
Roxanne.
appreciate you stopping by yesterday.
Thanks for including us because I really appreciate it. You're keeping us posted. You're out there in the streets doing the work,
Yeah.
and I appreciate it.
Well,
So,
thank you.
so I'll see you next time.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get off here.
And I'll
Bye.
say goodbye at the same time. So goodbye from both the Durham Skywriter, from me, Pat Murray, and also Roxanne. Follow Roxanne and be sure to check out Roxanne's YouTube channel, which is Seizure the Day NC. That's on YouTube. Okay, folks. Ciao for now.